All right. All right. Let's see here. Make sure this is at 17. Cool. I gotta shave tonight, man. Good God. That's terrible. That is terrible. Also gotta go to the barbershop. I might schedule that tomorrow. Yeah, I need to schedule that. What's next week? Next week, the 23rd. Oh, I need to schedule for the... I don't know. When would I schedule that? Oh, that's tough. That's a tough decision. Christmas is on a Wednesday. Don't want to do it on Christmas Eve. I guess maybe on a Monday. Maybe that Monday. You know, you want to be crispy right before Christmas, you know? I feel like if I did it 5 days before Christmas, I won't be as crispy. You want to be crispy. Maybe I can do it Saturday. Maybe this Saturday would be a good idea, because you do it Saturday. 2, 3, 4. You know, 4 days out for Christmas. That's not bad. You can still look pretty crispy at that point, right? Maybe? I don't know. I'm cutting my hair while I'm watching this. Oh, that's cool. You should go with the trunks cut. Well, I don't know your ethnicity, JT. You can go with this cut right here. I always want this cut right here that Trunks has. Is it only cool in anime? Because I don't know. No, there's lots of people that have this cut. Yeah, this is in style. This is in style. People have this cut. Right? People have this cut. $500 for tickets is crazy. I had a great seat on my couch. $500, Clan. I paid $500 for tickets and left disappointed. Where were you sitting? It was good seats, right? $500? Man, $500 to watch the Timberwolves is pretty rough. Pretty close, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I would have done that, because Timberwolves one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, so probably should have expected us not to have a good offensive showing. The only way I would have dished out I don't know. Well, it's hard for me to say, because I'm trying to save some money right now to get plane tickets to Japan. So I can't. If I really wanted to go, I think I would go to a game, even if, let's see, it would have to be a rival game, like the Rockets or something. Or it would have to be a good team, but not that great defensively. That would be fun. But it was for 2 tickets. Oh, well, that's not bad. $250. Yeah, that's not bad. Really good seats. $250 each. That's okay. I thought you meant each. Try Kid Gohan haircut. I guess it depends on which one you're talking about. Let's see. There's a lot of Kid Gohan ones. This one would go hard. Most people say that this is Teen Gohan, even though he's not a teenager. That one's cool. I always liked that one. Never really liked this one that much. I wish he was actually good in Sparking Zero. I cannot play with him. They need this character. Well, they have this one, but I don't think he has the headband in the game. Such a good fit. I don't even know how we beat Golden State. Yeah, Spurs have been looking less and less impressive as the season has gone on, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, so many injuries in and out of the lineup. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot that the Spurs went through this year. It's a lot going on. I'm beginning to lose interest. Well, don't lose interest. Just don't have your expectations that the Spurs make the playoffs. I've said this over and over again. I don't think they make the playoffs. I'm not going for the playoffs, but I still think they can get 44 wins, which is huge improvement from last season. But I just NBA's tough, man. NBA's tough. And while they've gotten much better, you know, they're not world beaters, you know. Especially the West. Yeah, the West is tough. If it was in the East, I'm like, yeah, we make the playoffs, but that's not the case. Oh my God, this is a great picture. This like looks really good. Gosh, I want to do something with this, like put it on a shirt or something. This looks cool. That looks really good. My God. What? How did you lose respect for them? Someone lost respect? It's not that I don't love the Spurs anymore. I just lost respect for them. Oh yeah, how did you lose respect? That's a pretty big leap. Timberwolves more experienced and talented overall. Yeah, they're just bad. I'm not even angry. You guys can tell I'm not very upset about this loss, you know? I mean, we'll go over the game, you know, stats and everything. I honestly don't have much to say about it. Yeah, I honestly don't have much to say about it. But not many times you'll say good loss, but I think this is a good loss. I think what we really need to do is to pay attention to what's going on with our other teams right now. East, or actually we'll just do NBA standings. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so this is, I feel like they've went down a little bit. Oh my God, man. Are the Bulls legit not going to be good at all? We need them to at least make the playoffs. So they're in the play-in. That's all we really need right now. They make the play-in. They get in the play-in. They make the playoffs. Then maybe we're looking good. Can I not just open in another tab? I cannot. All right. Then I saw them beat the Knicks. I saw that game. And the Bucks. Okay. All right. And then what else do we need? We need, where are they? Oh wait, why am I looking over here? Jeez. Good God. All right, guys. Looks like the Hornets one is just not going to convey. So we can give up on that dream. Good God. That's just a wrap, huh? Is LaMelo isn't even out, is he? I haven't watched almost any Hornets games. LaMelo's still out? I thought someone said LaMelo was back. Can someone give me an update on LaMelo? How long is LaMelo out for? Let's see, he was out on the 29th. How long is he out for? Yep, still out. How long will he be out? Do we know? They can easily beat top Western teams, but they choose not to. They could if they try. They're trying, man. I don't know if I don't know about easily. That's kind of. I don't think they can easily beat these Western teams. The thing is, if a lot of these Western teams, these top Western teams, just play. They're normal, right? They're average play. Don't play too hard. Don't play too poorly. Just average game for them. I think the Spurs still have to put forth way more effort than the good Western team. Like, I don't think that we're better than them. We can beat them, but I don't think we're better than them. And the Timberwolves really turned it up a notch in the fourth quarter, so that was kind of a wrap. I mean, we already aren't the cleanest offensively, right? So going against a really great defensive team kind of hurts us sometimes. All right, let's see. So this is the that's the Hornets, and let's go to standings. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Let's talk about this game, man. Let's just dive straight into it. So Minnesota Timberwolves took care of business against the San Antonio Spurs away in San Antonio. We are now 500, and that's going to remain the same. I think the Spurs end the season with 44 wins. That's what I'm going with. That's my prediction. But with those 44, I've said this time and time again, I don't necessarily think we make the playoffs. And that's fine. You know, I don't think that that's a failure of the season or anything like that. I think it's kind of a win-win. You got much better than last season. And then on top of it, this upcoming draft, how things are looking around the NBA, we might need more help than we initially thought. So what we're going to do, we'll take a look at this game, and then we'll go into all the standings right now as far as, you know, picks that we have, and I probably should bring that up as well, but picks that we have going forward, and how things are looking for the Bulls, Hornets, and the someone else. Who am I thinking of? The Atlanta Hawks. That's right. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? All right, so first and foremost, yes, Spurs lost. If you're wondering how they lost the same way that they lose a lot of these games. They start off so slow. I mean, it is just snail's pace. I'm wondering if it's time, because this is happening way too often now. I wonder if it's time to go ahead and throw Devin Vassell back in that starting lineup, right? I know today he didn't have the best game in the world. Also, I mean, 2 for 11, that's terrible, but 11 shots? No, I always want him to take 16. All right, he should have been 2 for 16. Just me personally, that's how I see it. But he was negative 30. So he was really bad tonight. Really, really bad tonight. But I'm wondering if they should just go ahead and put him in the starting lineup, man. So just to kind of help with these slow starts, you know, it's starting to get to that point. And Julian, I've said this, you know, plenty of times before, but Julian Champagnie, he had a bad game today, and I'm not just trying to do like a "what have you done for me lately" type deal, right? I'm not trying to be too reactionary here, but you know, I don't think that he's a starter. I think that him coming off the bench is totally fine. And in concept, on paper, Devin Vassell coming off the bench is fine too. But I'm starting to just wonder if you need to mix it up a little bit with that starting lineup, right? This has been continuous. At times they've looked fine, but they're one of the worst in the NBA as far as the fourth quarter. I mean, one of the worst. I wonder, can we just look up that stat? Let's see. Is this year? What? What is this? Is record with the fourth quarter? I don't understand what this is. They're saying who won the first quarter? We're 500 and winning the first. This doesn't make sense. I interpret it as worst first quarter NBA teams this regular season. I don't know. If someone in the chat can find that, that would be great. Because I want to just kind of move on. But I do know that the Spurs are one of the worst in the NBA as far as the first quarters are concerned. All right, but anyways, moving on. But yeah, so it's just one of those things, man, where I just think you might need to switch it up a little bit. But it is the Timberwolves. They are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. If you're wondering if the Spurs are still top tier, no. As it stands, we're kind of mid when it comes to defensive rating now, around the league. So you can see here the Spurs are 19th overall, and top tier is the Thunder, Rockets, Magic, no shocker there, and then the Timberwolves. Doesn't mean that the Spurs don't have a defensive identity or anything. It's just you had so many players coming in and out of the lineups, trying to adjust. It's been rough. It's been a rough start to the season. So it is what it is. No, not the biggest deal in the world. But just so you guys know, the Timberwolves are a top tier defensive team. And and with us not necessarily having a rhythm going into these games or knowing how we're going to play it right out the gate, it really hurts us. And I said this too, that I just don't necessarily think you're going to continue to be able to get away with this. Just like last season where you couldn't continue to get away. Well, you couldn't get away with it all, but you couldn't get away with coming out of halftime, lackluster. It's the same thing with the first quarters as well. Each quarter is important. You need to play consistent all 4 quarters. You make mistakes here and there, but you need the same amount of energy, same amount of game plan, or a good enough game plan in each quarter. Bandwagon fans in this chat? What do you mean? I don't think anybody's being a bandwagon. It was just a tough game to watch. But this isn't one you should be upset about, all right? I don't think it's anything that Spurs did specifically that you should yell at them for or get super upset about. The Timberwolves were just a better team. In the fourth quarter in particular, you could tell that Victor Wembanyama got a little tired because it just became a grown man game. I mean, they put him in the pick and roll over and over and over and over and over. And Rudy Gobert just took full advantage of it. Him and Dante. Hopefully I said that right. It's Dante, right? That's how you say his first name. They were just taking full advantage of Wemby. And I know I saw some people in the chat say that we were giving up really easy baskets. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think they just continue to attack Wemby, right? They didn't let up. And you could tell that he got tired. It was tough for him. He got tired. And even with that, he has 7 blocks throughout this game. But yeah, he was just exhausted. We 15th offense and 19th defense. That is about 50-50 record where we are now. It makes sense, right? Feel like Gobert was getting away with a lot of pushing and holding. Okay. Wemby will hit another level offensively very soon, and the Spurs will make the playoffs. I don't want to fight with you on this, and I would be pleasantly surprised, but I don't think the Spurs make the playoffs. And that's okay. I don't think that that's a big deal. That's okay. That's all right. We don't make the playoffs. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I don't really know what I should say about this game, to be honest with you guys. There's really not much to say. We can go through individual players and how I think that they did overall, but I just think the Timberwolves were better. The Spurs made some pretty bad passes here and there. Another thing that I thought was a little strange is they had Steph Castle come off the bench, which, if he can go, just throw him in the starting lineup, That was a little strange too. But yeah, I'm just wondering if they should try to change things up, You know, maybe Chris Paul come off the bench. Now, Chris Paul offensively, he has not been that great. Assist-wise, he's been awesome, right? Defense-wise, I think he's been pretty good. But yeah, as far as points and putting points on the board, it feels kind of non-existent. Has he had a game? He hasn't had a game in which he got 20 points. Actually, we can take it even further. Does he even have one where he had 15? Okay, so early on in the season, he had a 16-point game, 19-point game, and a 15-point game. And that was the beginning of November. Since then, I mean, he's barely scraping 10. Yeah. So, you know, just showing his age a little bit, I think. I'm not playing? What are you talking about? I'm not a bandwagon, so you better check yourself and slow your roll. Why we fighting? Don't fight tonight. Let's not fight tonight. It's all right. No one's a bandwagon. No one's a bandwagon. Everybody's all right. It's just, I mean, it's a frustrating win, but guys, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not the end of the world. It's not, I don't think it's the worst loss of the season. We've seen worse. The Spurs would be totally fine going forward. Now, here's the question, all right? Because I'm not necessarily one of those people thinking about playoffs. I'm super excited when we win. I love talking about it. I'm not even thinking about playoffs. I would love for us to make it. I just don't think it's a possibility. With that being said, I think it's important to look around the league. So actually, I probably should preface this by telling you what we need. So Spurs upcoming draft picks. Let's bring that up first. So as you guys know, and I'm sure you've heard it from many people now, the 2025 draft is a phenomenal draft. A lot of talent. I think that this will be the legitimate step into playoff land. All right. I think after 2025, that is a legitimate step into, okay, we're for real now. It takes time. We've only had Wemby for a year and a few months, a season and a few months. I don't know. So it's going to take time, but I think this upcoming draft is really going to push us in that right direction. So the question is, how many great players will we get from this draft? Regardless of where we land, we would get some good players. So will we be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, the thing is, we already know we can bank on the Atlanta Hawks pick. We need them to be absolutely awful. Right now, we'll take a look at the standings and everything. They're, I would say, below mid, right? But in regards to the East, I think they're 7th seed right now. And then as far as we're concerned, I think the Spurs will get a decent pick. I don't think we'll be bad enough to get a top 3, top 5 probably. But hey, anything is possible, and undoubtedly they will get a decent lottery pick. And then we can look at the Hornets, and I just don't think this conveys. I think that's a wrap. I'm sorry. Then the Chicago Bulls, which is still a possibility. So the Spurs could very well end up getting 3 lottery picks, or not 3 lottery picks. I'm sorry, 3 picks in this upcoming draft. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So how are all these teams looking? So you can see that the Hornets, we need them to be good. And right now their win percentage is 28%. And that's in the East. I think that's a wrap. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to come back from this. It's possible. It's the NBA. But good God, man. Having LaMelo Ball in and out of the lineup so often, I just don't know. Hornets ain't conveying, maybe Bulls. Yeah, it looks like the Hornets one is going to convey. If you guys are wondering, I think this is our last season to get there first. So it's just going to turn into a second next season. So that's unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe you can package it for something. So yeah, I don't think this one conveys. Now, as far as the Bulls are concerned, while we want them to do really well because it's a protected 1 through 10, so we need them to have a pretty mid, maybe late lottery to mid first round pick. We want them in the playoffs, right? They need to be in the playoffs. That would be really nice. They need to be in the playoffs. Right now they're at 9, so technically they will be in a play-in to try to make it to the playoffs. But if we can get them comfortably around 6, 7, so they can have that home court advantage, that will be pretty nice. in the play-in. I mean, that would be pretty nice. So hopefully that's what happens. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. But it's stupid close. You can see they're 11-15, Pacers 12-15, and then the Hawks 14-13. So we get the Hawks pick no matter what. But like I said, we want the Hawks to be terrible, god awful. Hopefully they can get kicked out of the playoffs, and then we're looking at a pretty nice lottery pick, at least a decent one. And yeah, so those are those three. And just looking at some of the games that are coming up and how they've been doing lately, you can see here that the Hornets have lost to the Bulls, so that's huge. That's actually good thing that the Bulls are winning, right? The Hornets are going to be bad. I don't think it conveys. I just don't think it conveys. So they've been losing quite a bit. Just their lineup, their talent just isn't good enough. And then you have your best player coming in and out. It's just not going to work. So it's not going to convey. So we could probably give up on the Hornets. Moving on to the Chicago Bulls. Now they're an interesting one because any given night they can play very well. And then there's nights where you're just scratching your head like, really? I feel like you should have won that one. So you can see they beat the Hornets, which makes sense. Got beat by the Pacers by not that much, but that also makes sense because, I mean, you can look at their records. It's pretty doggone close. But then you go over here to the Spurs, and they whooped us. That night was tough. And then they beat on the Nets pretty convincingly. And then they gave the Celtics a good fight. So I really do think that we'll get that Bulls one. I think they'll be good enough to get, in there somewhat. Their games coming up. Let's see. They got the Raptors, Celtics. Oh, Celtics twice. All right, so it's going to be a minute before we can start seeing them go on any type of run. But hopefully around this right here against the Bucks, they can start on a mini run here. Against us, I mean, Spurs probably take care of business this time around. But you can see the Pacers, Wizards, Kings, Pelicans. I feel like they can get some of these W's. So hopefully the Bulls get it together pretty soon. And then you can look at the Atlanta Hawks, and man, oh man, they really like playing the Knicks. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you, man, Trae Young has a great time playing the Knicks. He loves making Knicks fans angry. But one thing that's really great is, the last Western team they went against, they got whooped. They got absolutely whooped. This is the difference between what just happened. Okay. This is the difference between the West and the East, because the Nuggets aren't like the best team in the world, right? They're about 500 just like us, but they go against them and they got destroyed by 30 points against the Nuggets. So this is what we're hoping for, though. This is what we're hoping for. I don't know. Did Trae Young? Yeah, Trae Young played. I was like, did Trae Young sit this game? I didn't think so. Yeah, he played that game. So yeah, they got absolutely whooped. So, and then they just lost against the Bucks. So it's looking bright. It's looking bright. Look, they got the Spurs on Thursday, so that'll be a fun one for us, right? We want to win that one. And then they got the Memphis Grizzlies. They should lose that one. Timberwolves, that defense, they should lose that one. Bulls, that's going to be a 50-50 one. And then we'll just kind of see how the cards lay from there. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Just letting you know that it's very possible that we can get 3 picks in this upcoming draft. And that's awesome. And as far as our season is concerned, just keep enjoying the games. I love when we win, right? If we can make the playoffs, that would be great. It's not necessarily bad to make the playoffs or anything. It's not like we're, tanking for Wembanyama, right? That's been there, done that. Yeah, so those are my thoughts overall. I'm not upset about this game. I don't think it's the end of the world. The Timberwolves are a really good defensive team. We were a little sloppy, and that's fine. It happens. It happens. It's not the worst thing in the world. The thing that does make me excited is that it seems as if the Spurs, for the most part, are winning the games they should win, right? Winning the games they're supposed to win. And it's just kind of up in the air. with everything else. But hey, we're right there with the best of them, right? We're 13-13. Nuggets are 13-10. So I mean, we're right there. And it was another thing about this game. I didn't take a look at the turnover ratio because I feel like we turned the ball over a lot. But I think the Timberwolves have a knack for making teams turn the ball over. I'm going blank right now. Where are the turnovers? Oh, 19. Yeah, we had 19. Turned the ball over 19 times. Points conceded off turnovers, 30. Maybe that's where you guys are coming from when you say that it was easy points. Just a lot of turnovers. Let's see. Points in the paint was about the same. Fouls, we had more fouls. Three-point percent. And that's another thing, too. I didn't mention this. The Spurs live and die by the three-pointer now. I don't think this will always be the case, right? I know it's frustrating to watch sometimes. We would like to have a more balanced game. But, unfortunately, our team just isn't necessarily built like that right now. And then Wemby, he's not the most comfortable. I saw someone get onto me about this last stream, and I said, Victor's just not that comfortable going into the paint. And someone actually fought with me about that. And I'm like, no, Vic has even said himself that he's not that comfortable going into the paint. He would much rather be outside of the paint, which is fine right now. He needs a legitimate off season to work on that. But yeah, I guess I overreacted. Yeah, it's just a loss. It's just a tough loss, man. That's all it is, It's just a tough loss. But this one ain't that bad. We're fine. Clan, compare Clay's first 5 years with Fasel. You'll be surprised. We'll do this and then we'll get out of here. Let's see. Where is that? Compare. I think it's StatHead that you go to do that. All right. So you said do a choose for each, I guess. We'll do Devin. Oops. Devin Vassell. And we'll do 5th season. And then Clay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh wait, you said they're 5th, or you meant 1 through 5? Oh no, you said first 5 years. All right, what are we looking at? Field goal percentage about the same. 3-point percentage is quite different. I think there's a big difference between 42 and 37%. Free throw percentage, both pretty good. Okay. It is very similar. You can see the steals the same, assists about the same, rebounds about the same. Clay's averaged more points, but he also played more games to even have the opportunity, I guess, to improve that. Clay played almost 100 more games, more than 100 more games than Fasel at that point. That is very similar. Field goal percentage about the same. Yeah, that is similar. That's definitely similar. I'm surprised Clan didn't block me for my comments. I apologize for that, Clan. I've seen you in the chat plenty of times. That you lost respect for the Spurs? I mean, I'm totally expecting people to come into the chat and be like emotional, right? Like after losing. This was just one of those that I didn't get upset about. I'm sure there's going to be a night where I'm like, oh my God. Like if we would have lost that last game against the Blazers, I would have been livid because there's no excuse for losing that game. But this one, I think there is a legitimate excuse, okay? They're just better. They're just better. And the Spurs did fight, and they came back into the third. But you just can't continue to start off games this slow. You can't keep doing that. It's over and over and over and over and over and over. It gets to a point where it's like, maybe we should change up that starting lineup, you know? I think Castle starting this game probably would have helped a little bit. I'm starting to think like maybe Chris Paul goes to the bench. Just go ahead and start Castle and Fasale. Some people might wonder like, okay, where does Castle fit into play? I mean, he can play any position. That's not 4 and 5, so does it matter? I'm straight murdering a sleeve of fudge stripes right now. What the heck are fudge stripes? Oh, dude, I haven't had these in forever. Hey, be careful with that, man. Be careful with that. They call that the big back food. Dang, they're so cheap. Yeah, I haven't had these since a kid. Oh my God. That's why I forgot what they were called. Interesting. Wemby is him. He is him. He is him. But even him gets a little tired sometimes. Big back food. That's what it is. That's what they call it. They call it the big back food. Someone should open up a restaurant and have like a big back burger. Like it's like Big Mac, but it's a big back. That was stupid. That was a stupid joke. All right. End of segment. All right. What else should we talk about? I don't want to be on too long because I have to go. Chitlins are the real Southern dish. Dude. Oh my God. So I haven't had chitlins since I was a baby, right? Like since I was a little kid. And I hated them then. I thought they smelled disgusting. I didn't understand it. At the time, I didn't like hot sauce because, you know, I was a kid. I just didn't like them at all. Parents stopped making it for years, which is cool. And then I went to girlfriend's house for Thanksgiving, and they had chitlins. And I said, look, I'm older now. This is a long time. It's been, what, like 20-some years, right? It's like I haven't had it in 20-something years. Maybe I like it now. Because, I mean, I used to not like salmon, right? But now I cannot get enough of it, okay? If anyone gave me like $200 for groceries, I would get nothing but salmon. Like that's what I would do. But man, I had it and it is still disgusting, dude. I hate it. I do not understand for the life of me anybody that likes that. I don't get it. It's like you have to force yourself to like. You have to drench it in hot sauce. Anything that you have to drench in hot sauce is not worth eating, right? Like you can have Popeyes, right? Do you have to drench the fried chicken in hot sauce? No, you don't. You don't have to. Menudo is similar. Menudo. There's a boy band called Menudo. I don't think I ever had this. Mexican soup. You said this is similar? If someone served me this, I'd have no idea what this is. If someone served me this, I would be the most rude guest imaginable. I would flip it. I would flip that. I would say, ugh, and then I'll just flip it. Pour it on the host. What is this? It's so good. It's cow tongue. It's not cow tongue. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this, okay? We have people debating whether or not this dish is cow tongue. Is that a dish worth eating if we have to debate whether or not it's made with cow tongue? What is this? Cow's stomach. Made with cow's stomach. Cow tongue is fire? Isn't that cow intestines? Why do it? What's the point of that? Cow, look, cow. There's so many pieces on a cow that's edible. There's so many pieces of a cow that's delicious. Why do we have to eat his stomach? It's Fire Clan. Cow tongue is also fire. It's cow tongue. My abuela uses tongue. If you don't have to, okay, I understand if you're in a part of the world where, you know, that's what's available, right? I mean, everything is based on where you live. But if you don't have to have this, it's time to step your game up, all right? It's time to step your game up, all right? I'm blessed enough where I don't have to have ramen noodles every day, okay? So I don't have ramen noodles every day. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. But it is delicious. What are you babbling about? You, Muhammad, you should be ashamed of yourself. I wouldn't put this anywhere near me. I wouldn't feed this to my... I do not like how this looks. It looks like honeycomb. Oh, it just looks so... I can't keep looking at it. It's tradition Mexican. I get it. I understand. I get it. Culture. I get it. I don't like it, though. I don't like how that looks. Honeycomb. I don't like this. I don't like this. At least it didn't look as bad as this. What is this? This looks like it has no seasoning. What is that? They eat that in Spain. Oh my God. It's good, bro. Everybody got their own palate. Like, that's... I eat toenails. You guys ever had fried toenails? They're delicious, trust me. You should really try it. They're delicious. We all have our own palate. Don't judge me. Salted crickets are good. Guys, I can't with you. I can't with this. Salted crickets. Salted crickets. You why? Why? Frog, I hate frog legs. Why, guys? Frog legs is like, I don't know, man. It's like, it has the aesthetic as chicken wings, and then when you bite into it, it's just like rubber fish. I don't know. I do not like frog legs at all. Alligator fire too. All right, man. This is, look. All right. There's you can just have chicken, man. Just have some chicken, man. My favorite Mexican dish, though, is carnitas. You don't get better than this. I'm sorry. There's nothing. You can't convince me anything's better than this. You can't convince me anything's better than this. I went to oh crap. Yeah, you can't tell me. I went to Mexico to my with my ex, and they would serve these on the street. Like, it was like a bunch of vendors. I don't even remember where I was. It was just a long street of vendors. Everybody's selling carnitas, and they would literally just put it on the tortilla and like yell at you and say, try it, right? Like, it was like so many people on the street. They're like, just try it. I literally just walked straight down and ate every carnita I could. I was like, dude, you don't even have to buy it. You just you can just walk down the street. If you guys are hungry, just take your family and just walk down the street, and now you got a dinner. Is definitely invited to the carne asada. This is delicious. Carnitas nothing gets better than carnitas, man. I've been trying to replicate it the best I can in my oven and making it keto, because you can't have oranges. Okay, I wonder how much carbs that would even be if I used one orange for an entire dish. I'm not quite sure. I don't want to risk it though. That's a free sample to make you want more. But like everyone's carnitas tasted the same. They all tasted the same. Like, let me see. Yeah, they just gave everybody it. If you just walking down, they're just giving it to you. Let's see. If I say Mexico vendors, what comes up? This was like near central Mexico. Let's see. See if I can show you what it looked like. Yeah, it was like this. Kinda. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, it was kind of like this. I mean, it was more chaotic, but yeah, they were all lined up like this, all the way down the street. And I think I was walking on this side, and they were just like, yeah, here you go, taste this. I'm like, dang, that's delicious. And then I go to the next one, they're like, well, try mine. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. I need to make a decision between you two. And then the third one to say, hey, what about me? And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll try yours. And then next thing you know, you try like 20 of them. Fried rat. Okay, you guys are just making stuff up. Why? You don't have to have that. Can't let it all go to waste. I can't do that. It would have been rude of me to do that. It's so good. You can skip the orange. Just confit it in the oven with whatever seasoning you want. Salt and pepper at least. Make sure it cooks in its own fat. Yeah, I used Coke Zero and that worked out pretty well. And some orange seasoning. Is it literally just whatever seasoning you want? I'm gonna watch this lady's video. Let's see here. See what she's seasoning with. All right, so she threw garlic in there. What are you? What is this? I have to rewatch this video. See, this is something too. I'm not gonna do this. Use lard, because that's something too, and that's probably the best part. That's probably what makes it taste so good. What is she doing with the little fats? Hey. Yeah, it was like this. This is very similar to what it was like. Yeah, it was just like that. Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god, I need it. Oh my goodness, I need it. Oh man. Americans are so short-sighted. Go to Southeast Asia and eat the weirdest food you can. Oh, don't get me wrong. If I went to if I go to a different country, like I'm gonna try everything, right? You don't know what you like until you try it. It's just some of these I'm like, I'm not gonna have that. I don't want it. I don't have to try fried rats right now. And I don't have to try salt crickets. But if I go to that area in which that's a cuisine, I will try. Maybe they perfected it, okay? But I'm not going to trust anybody in the chat on, you know, how to get the best fried crickets or whatever. Salted fried crickets in America. I'm cool. This is making me so hungry. It's so good. It's so good. Nothing's better than this. I haven't had one Mexican dish better than carnitas. I just haven't. It's just nothing else exists that's better. Actually, I would go as far as to say this is my favorite dish ever. Yeah. I would probably put, and it wouldn't be the carnitas I make, okay? It would have to be like authentic. And I can go places and get them. Like there's people that sell Carnitas like make it outside in their backyard or whatever, and they sell them. Like I could get it, right? But I would say, yeah, homemade Carnitas, people that know what they're doing. Those are the best. Like that's number one on my list is best food I can have. Okay. And then number two would be hot wings. And that kind of varies. Okay. Because I'm not talking like Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop, which those are fine, but that's not, no, I'm talking about real restaurants. Okay. Real great restaurants that sell wings, not the big chains. Those are great. So that would be two. And then three, I would go with stuffed salmon. If you guys want something delicious, watch this lady's video. Stuffed salmon. I think you can just type in stuffed salmon and find her video. Let me see. Yes, this video. You want the best thing in the world? Eat this. Try this. Try this. This lady, the Danny Rose. Watch this lady, okay? Watch her video. Watch her video and make this verbatim, okay? It's gonna be the most delicious thing you ever had in your entire life. It's so freaking good, man. It's so good. Fish always good. This is ridiculous. This is so good that if you wanted to make it without the fish, and you just made this part. Oops. Yeah, if you just made this part, this is fine by itself. Like you cook the shrimp, you mix in the cream cheese with the green onion, cheese, Cajun seasoning. Like you do that, you could just have this with chips. Like you don't have to do this, but this extra step puts it on a whole new level. Okay, this puts it on a whole nother level when you make it with the salmon. It's so freaking good, man. Oh, it's so freaking good. Yeah, I've made this for my family. My parents loses it. They lose it. Spicy tuna roll. I want authentic, because I'm going to Japan. I keep saying this. I'm going to Japan in the summer. And then obviously want to eventually move there. I want real sushi. Because I don't think I really have real sushi. I've had Americanized sushi. 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 Yeah, none of my sushi has ever looked like this. I'm ready. No more of that American sushi. Hey, that fried sushi. Fried sushi is kind of good. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, I want that real stuff. Cause they don't make fried sushi in Japan, do they? That's not a thing. Yeah, this is freaking delicious. This. Pretty delicious. Maybe I will put this at 4 as far as my favorite foods. Luckily for me, my first 3 right now, while I'm trying to lose weight on keto, I can have all 3 of those. This right here, I wouldn't be able to have it. Philadelphia roll is one of my favorites. Oh, was that the other one I showed? Seems similar. What's the difference? I can't really spot the difference from the other sushi in this one. I'm sure I've had this before though. Oh, Matthew. How was it? How you feeling? Was this after, I don't know, were we talking about this last stream? My memory's bad. I think I was telling people to watch Old Boy. Did you watch it because of the stream? Parasite next or maybe 7. Do Parasite. Do Parasite. See, now I'm going to Letterbox. Do Parasite, man. If you guys haven't already, actually, hold on. What is my 14? That's actually a big deal. That's actually a lot of people, especially, you know, when I've not really done anything on here but rated some stuff. 14. Guys, follow me on Letterbox, please. And if you go to my Letterbox and you go to my lists, you can go right here to Amazing Film, or you can see all the movies I review, but Amazing Films. I wanted to put movies on here that you will not go wrong with. You can choose them at random and they're awesome. Oh, okay. You were talking about watching it with the shorty, but you watched it solo dolo. Okay. Okay. How was it? You see why I said it might be a little iffy? It's great, bro. That by Old Boy has the best ending. Okay, it's not the best ending. Technically, it's not the best ending, but it has the best twist I've seen. Best revenge twist I've ever seen in all of media. That was insane. That was messed up. Really messed up. Clan, you see Carry On? No, I haven't. Is it worth watching? Is this it? Yeah. All right. It's on Netflix. Oh, I never noticed that they have the little where to watch thing. This website's awesome, dude. It's like, this is so refreshing because I'll never be able to not find a movie to watch now. Like, because before I would Google, like, okay, let me see, what are some of the most, you know, the best films out there? And it's just so hard, man, because every list is the same thing. Like, for instance, if you type in, you know, best Korean films of all time, Old Boy's going to be in the top 3 all the time, okay? Parasite's going to be probably 1. It should be 1. It should be 1. But it's the same ones. Memories of Murder is going to be in there. But yeah, so what I did with this list is I do love all of these, and I try my best not to be biased, but obviously it's going to be a huge bias because, you know, it's personal taste as well. But I went with the movies that not only do I love all these, so all of these, I love them. Favorite movie is Parasite, but my next favorite movie would probably be Scarface. But I was trying to be objective and saying, look, these films, I mean, Scarface is not better or filmed better or have more depth than freaking American Beauty, right? Or There Will Be Blood. It doesn't. So I just couldn't do that. So I tried my best to be not too biased, right? But I feel pretty good about the order I put everything. I feel pretty good about it. Casino with Robert De Niro. I think I have that at 52. I don't think it's as good as Aliens, but obviously it's better than Late Night with the Devil, even though that's a great movie. I'll put it right here. And I would say it's better than Dream Scenario. You seen Django? Yeah, I like Django. I feel like I need to rewatch Django. That's why I didn't put it on the list. Hannibal Lecter. The show? I haven't seen that. If you're talking about I got the movie on here. Where is it? Where is it? Am I tripping? Do I have it? I wouldn't have it this high. There it is. Silence of the Lambs. It's right here. I meant the 2001 movie Hannibal. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. How How about Roots with Kunta Kinte? I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I don't remember that movie. You have Silence of the Lambs? Yeah, I have it right here. I'm kind of happy I put it in order of like best to worst. And even worse is still like a 5 out of 5. I mean, well, Nocturnal Animals, I feel like it's going to keep getting pushed back. Even though it's a really good movie, I think I'm going to keep pushing it back regardless of what gets added. Last Stop in Yuma County is a good movie too. Oh, Hannibal is a sequel to Silence of the Lambs. Is it good? Okay, it's not reviewed well, but you know it's hard out here for a pimp. Hustle and Flow. Yeah, you know I gotta put Hustle and Flow in there. Hustle and Flow is genuinely just a good movie. I mean, it's genuinely a good movie. I don't think that it's better than Monster, and it's certainly not better than I Saw the TV Glow. And I think this might be a controversial one because some people probably have I Saw the TV Glow way higher. They're making an 8 Mile TV series. That doesn't make me excited at all, actually. But yeah, anyways, guys, go follow my my letterbox. I only have 2 lists so far. The second list is movies that made my stomach cramp because they were so funny. But honestly, some of these, it's like, they're really funny, but I'll probably take them off. Like Talladega Nights, it's been so long since I've seen it. And why do I not have Semi-Pro on here? Semi-Pro should be on here over Talladega Nights. Yeah, Semi-Pro deserves it. I'm gonna give Semi-Pro a 3.5 because it's pretty doggone funny. I like Semi-Pro. Megamind. It's been too long since I've seen Megamind. Norbit. Ugh. I don't want to do Norbit. I don't even know if I want to rate Norbit. I'll probably make Norbit a 2 maybe. I watched it not too long ago again. I'd probably give it a 2. You know. I think a 2's fine. Madea Goes to Jail. I haven't. Wait, I've seen it, but it's been too long. I don't want to rate something I don't remember. I remember Norbit enough. Ooh, Me, Myself, and Irene. What did people feel about this movie? Because I genuinely think Me, Myself, and Irene's like a genuinely good movie. I'm going to go with 3.5 on it. I kind of want... Okay, this is a personal one. I'm going with 4. I really like this movie. I'm going with a 4. I forgot about Me, Myself, and Irene. That's a good movie to me. That's a good comedy. That is a solid comedy. Harold and Kumar. I got that down. That made the list. That was a good one. Step Brothers is one where when I first saw it, I loved it, and I watched it again, and it was... Oh, I know one. Is it bad, Grandpa? This is a 5. Oh, where is it? Yeah, this is a 5. 2.8? What is wrong with these people? That's crazy. This is genuinely funny, bro. Like, this movie's genuinely funny. I'm gonna go with a 4.5 because I would give like Superbad a 5, right? So I don't know if it deserves a 5. But that's crazy. That is extraordinarily low for this movie. That's the thing about comedies, man. It's like, it's such a mixed bag. Everyone feels so much different about these movies. Oh, the other Borat movie. This is the newest one, right? I feel like I enjoyed it. I'm gonna go with 3.5. I don't think I liked it as much as the first Borat. I don't think. It's been a while, but I liked it. Blended with Adam Sandler. I don't think I've seen that. Just popped in my head. Hey, clan. Tough loss tonight. Will be much better on Thursday. Will be a weird game, though. Mark my words. Yeah. I don't think I like Bruno at all, but it's been too long. See what else we got here. Simpsons. I think I already rated that, but I wouldn't put that on the list. I wonder if it's wrong not to put that on the list. I might have to add. I might have to remove some on that funny list. Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, Campaign. I think I liked it, but it's been too long. Zoe 101, iCarly, Victorious, and Amanda Show. Those aren't on here. I don't think they'll be on here. It has to be like a movie. The Parent Trap. I haven't seen that. Gigolo reminds me of R. Kelly. The movie? Peace Out Family. Love the comedies. Megamind is on HBO now. Okay, so maybe I should watch that. I don't know if there's any other ones I need to add. Like, I have to add, you know. I'll know once I come across them. But this is a really cool. This is a really cool app. So if you guys can follow me, that would be great. I don't have many followers, but more than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting to have 14. Major Pain. I like Major Pain. I won't put it on that list though. Oh, I know what does make the list though. You just reminded me of something. All right, so Major Pain. I'm gonna give you a 3. Well, I don't know. Major Pain genuinely made me laugh. I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add it to that list. Well, no, I can't. In good conscience, I can't. I give it a solid 3 though. Let's do. What's the other one? What's the other one I was just thinking about? Gonna get that. I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's what it is. I think this is genuinely funny. I'm gonna give it 3.5, and I'm gonna add it to that comedy list. What's some other similar ones they have here? Pootie Tang. I remember Pootie Tang. Ooh, Undercover Brother. Heck yeah. That also gets a 3.5. And I'm gonna add it. I forgot about Undercover Brother. Oh, the song by Nick Cannon and R. Kelly. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I gotta do the Austin Powers ones, but it's been too long since I've seen them, so... Oh, Blazing Saddles. I think Blazing Saddles gets a solid... I'm gonna give it a solid 4. And it makes the list. Forgot about Blazing Saddles. Let's see. The Interview, I've seen it, been too long. I don't know how I feel about it now. Let's see. Super Troopers. I need to watch Super Troopers. I don't think I've actually seen Super Troopers. And then 21 and 22 Jump Street. I'll have to watch those again. I don't really remember. Naked Gun has to make it. Is this the first Naked Gun? This is the first Naked Gun, right? Yeah, this is the first Naked Gun. Naked Gun has to make it. I'm gonna do a 3.5, and that adds to the list. All right, let's go back to this list. There's some that have to go. In good conscience. Let's see here. All right. Any of you that don't, I don't feel good about putting Talladega Nights. Does Ted stay? Or has it been too long since I've seen Ted? Also, where is... Oh, Shaun of the Dead's up there. We're going to put this next to Shaun of the Dead. Let's see. Got to organize all of it. Delirious. Let's put... Yeah, Donald Glover next to Dave Chappelle. Those two stand-ups there. I want to keep them together somewhat. Inside is Great by Bo Burnham. Deadpool stays on there. The first Deadpool. I guess I gotta keep Ted. Dumb and Dumber. Semi-Pro. Alright, any of these so good that they catapult to the top. I feel like Undercover Brother should be pretty high. I think we're good. Watch Paul. It's about an alien that escapes from Area 51. I feel like I've seen it, but it was so long ago. I don't know how I felt about it. Oh, Blazing Saddles should catapult. We should have this pretty up here. Let's do it. I'll do it behind Team America. Wait, Monty Python should be up here. There we go. I gotta watch the other Monty Python movie. All right. Well, guys, if you don't have any other movies, I'm gonna bounce. I'll say it again. Please follow me on here. Actually, let me post it on Twitter real quick. Change this. All right. Hopping off. I will get with you guys later. It's weird that my phone didn't. Is the buzzer on? I got a message, but my phone didn't buzz. 30 minutes ago. I was live streaming. I should have felt it. That's weird. Anyways, get with you guys later. Thanks for all the love. Follow me on Letterboxd.